It's Wednesday, time for our weekly trip to the new zoo.
Neil Anderson joins us live this morning from Suamico. What was that, Neil?
That's the. I think the macaws are waking up.
Yeah, that's your
I think
Wednesday
so.
wake-up call.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that'll go right through you.
Woo!
But we're inside the animal hospital, and this is an area that we winter a lot of animals. And I'm over here inside with the albino alligator. Now, if you've been watching the news, about the cold snap in Florida, now, and I think after today, if the temperatures were below 40 degrees overnight, that would make 10 days in a row, and that would set all kinds of records down there in Florida. But how is it affecting the wildlife down there? And for instance, we'll take a look at an alligator. Now, the alligators, when it's cold like this, they'll go ahead and they kind of go into almost like a hibernation. What they'll do is hole up, they'll dig a den in the mud bank or everything. But what is actually really difficult for any of these animals, especially cold-blooded animals like alligators and sea turtles and other animals down there, is that sudden cold temperature. And when you get that sudden cold temperatures, here's what these guys can do. An alligator can go ahead and, if there's ice that is going to form on a pond, what they'll actually do is they'll put their nostrils up through the ice, okay, and they'll hold in that position so they can actually breathe. But other animals,
Just kidding.
Yeah, what'd you say?
We can hear you.
But other animals like sea turtles, there's been thousands of sea turtles being picked up that are cold stunned. And what happens, especially their young sea turtles, endangered sea turtles, and what they do is they get into the shallow water, and they're feeding in the shallow water, and the cold temperatures actually stun these guys. And then they just float around. And then, of course, they can be hit by boats or picked up by predators, and they really can't make it on their own. So there's been about 1,000...
We can't hear you anymore, Neil.
Something about sea turtles going in cold water and not surviving.
Yes,
But I'll tell you what, we'll check back with you next hour.
We'll resume that again.
That sounds good.
All right. Thanks, Neil.